For Plato, the forms are the ultimate reality. The forms are ideas, they are concepts that are really known. An example of this would be triangle, the idea, the concept that you have of a triangle. When you look at things in the world, like a pizza that's in a triangular shape, or some sort of traffic sign that is in a triangular shape, you form the idea or you have the idea of a triangle or what it is to be a triangle. That idea, that concept is what is really known according to Plato. That concept is the ultimate reality. That concept is an immaterial reality. It is an immaterial reality because your idea of a triangle is not limited to the traffic sign or the piece of pizza. The idea that you have of a triangle is infinite. It applies to any triangle that you've seen in the past, any triangle that you see currently, and any triangles that you're going to see in the future. So the concept that you have of a triangle applies to an infinite amount of things. Therefore, it must also have the qualities of being infinite. And one of those qualities is that it must be immaterial. If the concept that you had of a triangle was material, it would not potentially apply to an infinite amount of things. But the concept that you have of triangleness does apply to a potential infinite amount of objects. The concept or the form is not that material image that you have in your mind when you think about something. So if you look at a slice of pizza and then you turn your head and you think about the slice of pizza, you will see the slice of pizza in your mind. That is an image. That's not what a concept is. The concept is the immaterial thing that allows you to recognize the physical pizzas, the physical slices of pizzas that you see in the world. And it's the same for all physical objects. If you see a human being, you have a concept of a human being. That concept, that immaterial concept, allows you to recognize that a human being that you see is a human being. The concept cannot be a physical thing because physical things are limited. Physical things are already determined, and there are many people, there are many slices of pizza that you have not seen yet. So if the concept was some physical thing in your brain, you would not be able to recognize that new human being, that new slice of pizza that you're going to see in the future. Now for Plato, these concepts are the ultimate reality. They are the things that are known. And one of the problems with this philosophy that Aristotle will point out is that if the concept, if the form is the thing that we know, then what is that physical object out there? If it is the concept of a triangle that we know, if it is the concept of a human being that we know, then what is that stop sign over there? What is that triangular pizza over there? If it is the concept in my mind that I know. Because Plato views the forms as the ultimate reality and the things that human beings really know, the outside world, the physical world, is the thing that's less known. The material world, the things you see every day, this is the level of opinion. These things are not fully known. It is the concepts, the forms that are fully known. So it is the concept of a triangle that you really know. It is the concept of a circle that you really know. It is the concept of a human being that you really know. That individual human being that you see every day, that physical thing, is on the level of opinion because physical things change. This is where you can see Plato is influenced by the philosopher Heraclitus, because for Heraclitus, the physical world was in constant flux. It was constantly changing. there was nothing permanent. And if there's nothing permanent, there's really nothing to know, because things that are known must be stable. The forms are stable. The forms don't change. They never change. They're immutable, unchangeable, eternal. Another part of Plato's doctrine of forms, or doctrine of ideas, is that the mind must be immaterial. The mind must be immaterial because it must receive an immaterial form, and whatever is received must be in the mode of the receiver. If you were going to receive some water, you would need a jug to receive the water. You cannot just pour the water on a flat table. The flat table is not in the mode, it is not capable of receiving the water. In the same way, if the ideas, if the concepts are immaterial, then the mind must also be immaterial. Plato is going to use the idea of an immaterial mind in order to prove that the soul is immortal. If something is immaterial, then it follows that it cannot decay, it cannot change. In other words, it cannot be corrupted. So if the mind is that which receives the immaterial forms and therefore must be like the immaterial forms, the mind, like the forms, must be unchangeable and eternal. Another word for the mind is the soul.